DJ Khaled, what's up? Thanks for that, brother.
Yo, no problem.
Man, we got a phone call. Finally.
Really? Yay.
Call her. Yeah, it took her 2 weeks to get us in. Yeah, it took us. She is a radio personality, businesswoman,
Yes.
owner and CEO of Gutierrez Enterprise. No, Gutierrez Enterprise. Is that right?
You got it.
Yeah.
Yes, roll your R's.
Yeah, it is 2 R's. It is 2 R's. No, Gutierrez. Yes, Gutierrez Enterprise. Mm-hmm. We got Miss Pila Cangri in the house. What's up, girl?
What's good? What's good?
Oh,
fam?
also, boss of the block.
Yes.
She's also the boss of the block. Got to throw that in there. What's up? How you doing?
What's good, everybody? What's good, fam? What's good, Marvelous? What's good, Allie? What's
Hi.
good, Callie?
Yo.
Hey.
Yeah, what's up? So what's going on with you?
What's not going on?
First of all, thanks for the phone call.
Thank you.
And I like to tease you every time we talk to each other. How's that weather out there in New York?
Shut up, man.
Yeah, you know, we did like, what, about 70-something today?
Oh, it was a really nice, beautiful, sunny day today.
Yeah, you know, we did like about 70-something.
It felt like 80.
Yeah, you know. We short
Well,
sleep.
I'm a brag. It was 47 degrees here today. I'm a brag today.
Oh, okay.
47.
47. I don't do anything below 60. Ooh.
Oh, that's horrible. That's bad.
You guys are terrible. You guys are terrible. Terrible.
First of all, I want to say thanks for the drops.
You're welcome.
And thanks for the mix.
Thank you.
And that was really dope. And we teased you last week because we know every DJ from New York always love to say their name when they mixing.
So we know who it is.
A couple
Shout
times.
out.
Yeah, right. That's the different flavor that that's
Yes.
that's just a different flavor. And DJ, hey, I sent your music over to DJ Khaled. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to the beginning of the show, but we started the show off with
I
SLA.
did.
Yeah,
I did. The mix was awesome. I was listening to the show from the top. It was great. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Thank you for mixing it in, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna get into yourself. So first of
Oh,
all,
boy.
yeah, I know we about to, I took some notes too. You know what I'm saying?
I took some notes.
You know how you was giving this name La Jefa de Bloque. Is that right?
La Jefa de Bloque.
Okay, now what does that mean?
La Jefa is boss, so I'm the boss of the block.
Ah, the boss of the block. Okay, I already said that.
She's
name.
a boss. Did she let you know? Yes.
Okay, we got DJ Khaled on the mic. Okay, there we go.
Ali, I got to represent for us ladies. You know how it is.
Yes, please do. There's only one of us over here, so yes. Always
We got a
appreciate
sister
it.
Now there's two of us now, so
Yes.
we got this. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so how do we get started? Where are you from? I know you're from New York, but that's where you grew up. But where are you actually from?
Well, my background is I'm Cuban.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Exotic.
I'm Cuban. Yeah, so tiny bit Cuban, but you know, with the mixture that we have up here in New York, I'm a bit of everything because you know the exposure of being around all these different races and cultures. You know, it's New York, so it's a melting pot. So I'm Cuban by origin, influenced by the streets and by different cultures, and you know, at the end of the day, I guess you figured out that I'm a true New Yorker at some point because somebody made a comment that when talking to me is like you're cutting in line. Who said that?
Yeah, I actually said that.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like you saw somebody cut in front of you in line. You know, when
Like,
you first,
calm down, lady, calm down.
Yeah, I know.
It's just the way I talk.
Exactly.
I was telling
Exactly.
when we first met, we was on a conference call, and I was giving my number out to the CEO, and she called me, "Yo, this is Pila Cangri." And I'm like, damn.
That's
like,
right. That's right.
What the hell did I do? Like, I've only been in New York twice. I ain't meet no women. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, 20 years later, he calling me. What's up with that? Right.
Oh, goddamn.
Child support's over. The statute of limitation is passed.
Hey, she's the one who knows what she wants. I'm about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do we get... Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know how the business is. You know, I'm on a conference called Tall Guys, and there's all this testosterone being thrown around.
Right. Yeah. And I got a question about that as we get on about surrounding yourself with a bunch of men to cut through all the mess that you have to go through being a woman in this industry. But we won't get into that right now.
Please teach me, Obi-Wan, please. Help us, Sister Al.
So what's going on is that, you know, they're all throwing their testosterone around, and everybody's giving, like for example, D Marvelous said, hey, this is what I'm doing. Please send in a mix if you guys have a mix. So I'm taking notes, like I'm taking minutes. Like remember pen and pencil, like I'm writing things down on paper and stuff. So I'm making notes of everything that I have to do. And I'm saying, I bet you, like none of these people on this call are about to do what I'm about to do. No, I can bet, because sometimes DJs have these egos, like artists have these egos. So they're not going to send in the mix. They're not going to go the extra length to make that connection. But I'm the complete opposite. Being a Latina and being an immigrant and starting my own business and being surrounded by great people, I take that extra step. So when the Marvelous say, hey, send us mixes, I go, they're never going to hear mixes like mine. I'm sending my mixes in. I'm going to do the drops. I'm going to do everything. So I did everything on the call. I think I can bet you $1,000 I'm the only person that did everything on the drop and went even on the call and went even further with everything that was done. I did everything.
Right.
Wyclef came on the call, actually. He was talking about his new single called Baba that he wants everybody to push. It's about him finding out that he's Nigerian. And when everybody's asking him like how to send music and how to be down, I was thinking in the other direction. So this is an exclusive. I did a Baba Latino remix I'm rapping on it toe to toe with Wyclef.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so it's being mixed and mastered, and the artwork is being done. I think it should be done by Monday, Tuesday. So Monday, Tuesday, I send it over to DL. Is it DL? Yes, at DigiWax. I'll send it over to him, and then I guess I'll give it to everybody. The remix is sick. Sick. I'm going in on Trump. It's crazy.
Oh, you gotta get that over.
Sick. Yes, absolutely.
You gotta get that over. And you know what? I got a question for you.
Sure.
You did some radio in Miami. Now, did you move down from New York down to Miami to do the radio, or were you recording in New York and sending it and record? I mean, just it being broadcasted in Miami.
Well, the show is actually broadcast live. I do it from my studio. It's on the show. The station's called El Bloque Radio. So I do it live from my studio here, completely live, Tuesday and Thursday, 4 p.m. every Tuesday and Thursday in Miami.
Oh, and how we get that? That's still on, right?
Yeah, it's called El Bloque, like block.
Right.
AE Radio, El Bloque Radio.
Okay, is that an app we can download or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I help a brother out. The owner's name is Take TMP. Download, and that's how I started. I started a radio in college, but like professional broadcasting was he was playing my music. He's playing my singles, and he called me. He goes, "You have a nice speaking voice. You should do radio." And I said, "Well, I'm a DJ too." And he laughed, because when you say you're a girl and you're a DJ, people laugh. I have no idea why it's funny. Mm-hmm. And I started doing the show and doing the mixes, and then history happened. And all of a sudden, I'm on iHeart, I'm on the Beat 103.7, and I'm gigging like 5 to 7 days a week. Sometimes I have doubles, but I mean, like, amazing gigs. Not just not weddings. I've never done a wedding or a funeral. Just amazing gigs in New York City, and that's been really, really dope.
Cal, you got a question?
No, this is all interesting. This is great.
Allie, you got a question?
No, I'm soaking it in.
Come on, ask.
Oh, come on, ask away.
Okay, well, what started you getting into DJing? What started that? Or music, just in general? When did you fall in love with music?
Well, I always knew I wanted to be a singer since I was about 3. My grandmother, my parents worked, and I was home with my grandmother, and she sang while she was cooking in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. And I was always in the kitchen with her when she was cooking. So I cook really well, by the way.
No.
And yes, so I always wanted to sing, but I didn't know how to go about getting in the business. So I said, let me start DJing in the town that I lived in, and I had all my friends were guys, and they were all DJs. So one of them taught me how to DJ, and they gave me a nickname. Nickname is called Paradise. That's my name that I went by, and it was like DJ Paradise. And then I said, well, this will help me meet someone in the industry to get a deal, to be able to sing, and that's how everything started. And then once I got a deal, I started singing and touring. I didn't DJ anymore. I didn't even tell my management didn't know that I was a DJ. No one had any idea until they were listening to a Bloque Radio, and he called me and goes, "Hey, the show was really dope today. And who did the mixes? Did so and so?" Because we have a lot of DJs that we're friends with. And I said, "No, they didn't do the mixes." And he says, "Let me find out that you're a DJ and we're not making any money from it." That's exactly what he said.
That's dope.
And I said, I'm a DJ and we're not making any money. Hung up the phone.
Yeah,
and he called me back. It was your book tomorrow. I said, booked where? He said, at a club up in Dyckman in the city, in New York City, in New York. And I said, okay. So that was like a Wednesday. And I went and DJed on the Wednesday. And that's all she wrote from Wednesday on till today. I've been DJing, and it's been putting the whole brand together of who Pila Cangri is, not just the owner of the label, but the full artist, the artistry, which is, yes, I'm a recording artist. Yes, I sing, I rap, but I'm also a really great DJ. I made a joke today on Instagram that I'm the best that's ever done it, and it's called my Tekashi 6ix9ine moment that I'm going to have right now. I'm going to have it because it's not DJs in general that I've met personally in New York, at least. They have these things called sets, so they play a set of rap. A set of hip-hop, a set of merengue, a set of Latin, and then you get bored during those sets. I get bored. Maybe because I'm ADD, I get bored. So I'm a schizophrenic DJ. I will play everything you've heard of in about 5 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So
That's very similar to our DJ here.
Yeah, open format DJ. That's what you do. You call it
right,
open format.
Exactly. Yeah, completely. So I call myself an international open format DJ. So I come in mild band and I rock out, and that's how it happened out. That's how I became a DJ.
And now you are a member of the Latin Grammys.
Yes, I am.
What does that mean?
Yeah, how did that come about?
Well, that came about because, I've always wanted to win a Grammy, or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. So growing up and being in the industry, again, talking to people, hey, how do I become a member of the Grammys? Oh, that's hard. When people don't want you to be successful, that's hard. Don't do that. Oh my God, you've got to jump through hoops. So nobody would help me because obviously people want to charge you. They want to jump through hoops. So I called the Latin Grammy and say, hey. No, I didn't say hey. I said, yo, I'm Pila Cangri.
Yeah, it's very similar to our phone call when you call me.
Yeah, exactly. And the woman was like, how can I help you, Miss Cangri? I said, I want to be a member. She goes, well, these are the steps you have to take. I said, I'll call you right back. I go, okay, the steps are done. She's like, what the hell?
Are you serious? Just like
that's
that?
It. Yeah. You can be a member of the Grammy committee. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's
you can
cool.
Be
Well, people don't do that, though. Like you just said, they won't do that. They don't put the effort forward to go through with that.
Well, they don't do it because they don't know and they're not educated. And like I said, people don't want to help.
Right.
People don't want to see you. They don't want to see you get ahead. They don't want to see you in the same room with them.
No.
So it scares them. So I had an investor that wouldn't tell me how. Maybe she didn't know how. I don't know, but I know that I'm a member. That's all I care about. I'm a member, and that's all that matters. Yeah, that's all that matters.
So, how old were you, or how new were you into the game when you dropped your first single, I think it's Si Lo Quieres?
Si Lo Quieres.
Yes.
Si Lo Quieres was dropped about, I think 2 years ago. Si Lo Quieres.
Okay.
Si Lo Quieres was done with an artist out of Colombia. His name is Soto, who was signed to the label, W-A-S.
Oh, he's no longer signed, because I was just going to talk about him.
Yeah, Soto's a great artist. He's not signed to the label because he doesn't understand the business of music. He thinks because, you have 100,000 streams, therefore you should have $100,000.
No.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so he went off and signed to, I let him go I don't have a problem giving people releases. I let him go and he signed to another label in Colombia. And he's right back where he started before he met me.
Oh, wow. Is he back in Colombia?
Signed to Death Row Colombia.
He signed to Death Row Colombia.
Yeah.
She kicked him off. Go Death Row Colombia, fool.
Yeah. Big up to Soto if you're listening in. He probably is. But he's a good artist. It's just artists want things to happen today. Like they don't have the grind. They think that in a year they should be somewhere. Yeah, it could happen. It definitely could.
Yeah.
But everything is about the grinding and working. And I told him to give me a second. I was working on a deal with distribution, and I guess he didn't believe. And the next thing you know, when I let him go that week, I got a distribution deal with Empire, and then I became a member of the Latin Grammys. So I told him, give it a second, it'll happen. So So
now
he
he's
wasn't
like
patient.
running behind the truck on the opening now, huh? Yeah, right. Yeah, that sucks.
And it's all good in the hood. For real, I got nothing but love for him because I want nothing but good things for him. Nothing bad at all.
Yeah.
Now when you dropped Acelera, that wasn't a normal release. It premiered on an award show, right?
I don't remember how Acelera came out. Acelera, to be quite honest, wasn't even supposed to come out the way that it did. Acelera was supposed to come out for it was for a product.
Oh.
It was for a product, and the person that it was for was supposed to pay for studio. You know how it is,
right,
for all this stuff, and nothing happened. So we dropped it. We just dropped Acelera one day. We just dropped it, and it became what it is. And it's really a new record because people like yourselves haven't heard it until I sent it.
Right.
So to me, I consider it a sleeper hit. I think it's one day someone's going to wake up and be like, "Hey, we should put this in the movie somewhere."
Okay.
So that's the story behind it. So I think it's a dope record. It's in Spanish. It's in English.
Yeah.
It's got that New York flow, and
yeah.
I've never heard a female do a song like that, actually.
And the video's dope. I like the video.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Got the little kids on the bike.
Yeah.
And you actually got two videos for it, correct?
Yeah, I saw two. I was about to say I saw two different videos.
Yeah, you saw that sexy girl on girl video. Yeah.
I saw that.
That was on purpose.
It's all right.
On purpose.
There you go.
Yeah, that is all right. And
my shorts were sticky afterwards.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah, as I like to say, I caught a medium.
Yeah.
A medium hard.
You know why you put it on.
It was heavy, but not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
was all right.
Yeah. It was thought provoking. It was planned. Everything you saw was completely planned in that video. We just wanted to push some buttons and have people just just look for me. So what would happen is people see that video and go, who is she? What is she doing? What's going on here? And they go and look for me and go, okay, so she's rather normal. So that was just a button pusher. And everybody on stage that you saw, like the girl that I'm singing to and the girls that are dancing, and everybody, they're all friends and family and stuff. So it's all just dope.
Yeah, it's, look who's coming for Thanksgiving dinner next year.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
There was a quote in one of your interviews that I really liked. It says, compromising my dignity for a contract or a check.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Not doing it. Yeah. You get into that. Tell me some of the obstacles you went through to actually how that actually faced you.
Well, I'll give you a simple story. I mean, it's not only women anymore. Men are getting harassed too, sexually harassed. So let's talk about.
Terry Crews. Terry Crews got his ass felt on. That was kind of strange, but okay.
Yeah, but it happens.
Right.
So I'll tell you one story that happened in particular. I was in Puerto Rico and I had a ballad on radio. It was on Puerto Rico has 65,000 radio stations. So I was on 47,000 of them. I'm exaggerating because Cubans will exaggerate, but I was on almost every station with this ballad. And there's one BDS reporting station, and the guy's a preacher. Here I go. He's a preacher. And the song's doing, on his station, is doing the best. So my manager says, listen, go with the radio promoter, go see the guy. It's his birthday. You drink scotch. He drinks scotch. Take him a bottle of scotch. Thank him for playing the song. So, we go over there. And I give him the bottle of scotch. Mind you, he's got his Bible open. He's got the picture of his wife and his kids behind him. He tells my radio promoter, go to the cabin and give someone this music and come right back. So I gave him the bottle of scotch, and I asked him. I said, hey, so what are we doing with the next single? What are your plans to start rocking out my next single? It's not a ballad anymore. He basically took off his glasses, and every woman knows this move. And I said, what do we do next? He says, well, you know what you can do.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
And I looked around and said, I'm not clear. Would you like to explain?
Wow.
And then he went to say something, but before he went to say something, my promoter heard the line and walked in and had me leave the room. And I heard a whole bunch of noise and stuff flying around. So I don't know what happened in that room.
Yeah, that's it. That's the line you stick to. That is the line. And, that's the line you stick to.
My promoter came out with his sleeves rolled up. He said, okay, let's go get some lunch.
Wow.
And I was in the car shaking. And he said, we told him that you're not that type of artist. We told him that if he needed something, that we would find him someone to handle him for something, but not to go in on you like that. And I felt so disrespected because he's got Allie, he's got the Bible, the picture of his wife, his kids, and apparently I'm not the first artist. And I walked into meetings where like, hey, you got a boyfriend? So what's good? And you're like, I didn't come here to date you, man. I came here to talk about business.
Right, you're trying to get a bag.
Right, so that's why I started the label. That's why I went out and got the distribution deal. So I'm going to be a boss. I'm going to be a boss. I'm going to own the label. I'm going to surround myself with the best possible people. I've got the greatest men on my team that I am the Latina Cynthia Roan. What, Cynthia Roan? Is that her first name? Roan. Miss Roan.
Yeah, we had a granddaughter here not too long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's laid out the foundation. That's who I set out to be, because that way I can call my own shots. When I call someone, I'm calling you as the owner of the label, not as an artist. And when I'm the artist, I'll have my manager call you and deal with you. I don't have, so that's how I block all that. But it's difficult because you never know when you're walking into a meeting what that dude is going to say. If he's really, and then they say yes to everything. And then when you call them next day, look, I had a perfect example. I met somebody at a great conference. He's got 6 Grammys. We spoke about music. We talked intently about a project out of Cuba. I went to see him. When I went to see him, he didn't have time for me. Can you come back later after 8 o'clock? Something felt fishy. I said, no, I'm kind of busy.
Sound like you got Cosby'd.
Exactly.
Shit.
Exactly.
Rib the rib tip dinner.
Oh my God.
On soft white bread.
Yeah.
Exactly. Called him the next day in the morning. He's like, hey, I'm kind of sleeping, I said, listen, come in when you wake up. No, we can still talk. No, we can't. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You're playing with my livelihood. You're playing with my money. You're playing with this is how I eat. I don't have a 9 to 5.
Wow.
I wish people were more honest. Listen, I like to have sex with you, and I'm not going to help you with music.
Right. Yeah. That's my line.
Just be upfront.
Oh my gosh, that would save so much time.
That is definitely my line.
Look, girl, I didn't hear anything you said. I'm just staring at your titties, so
right.
You can handle it or catch it in the flow.
Right, and I would be well, I'm not going to have sex with you, and thank you, have a good day, and that would be the end of it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And then why don't you be man enough and just say it?
Yeah.
Just be man enough and say, listen, I don't care what you got. I don't care about the music. I got enough money. I don't need you. I don't want to do work with you. This is what I want to do, and I will be like, well, I'm not doing it.
Right. At least give you a choice.
Yeah.
But don't waste because you're wasting my time, and I can't get my time back.
That's right.
Can't get it back.
And you know what? We're coming to New York before you come here. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But we're coming to New York either February or March, and so we're trying to plan this trip.
We as in who?
We as the Outhouse.
Oh, as an ensemble.
Yeah.
We're all going.
Yeah. We talked about this already.
We're all going.
I heard.
Yes.
I heard it on the radio last week.
Thank you. Somebody heard it.
I was just confirming. Sometimes people say things and don't mean it.
Yeah. Well,
so he said it twice.
Right, but we're trying to plan it for where.
Come back to the house at 9 o'clock and we'll let you know.
Yeah, Pila Condi, you come back at 8 o'clock and I'll let you know. But we're trying to plan this trip to make sure that every day is filled with activities and actually like your video, actually, to be honest with you. And so we will be coming there like in the next, I'll just say next few months. Between now and March.
I'll be the tour guide. I'm your official tour guide.
Absolutely.
Oh, yay. We are so ready. You got to show us everywhere to go and everything to do.
Look, I need a ghetto tour guide, though.
Yeah, I need a ghetto tour. We don't want to be in Manhattan.
We have Below Pico here. Why?
All right, don't take us to Manhattan. I've been to Manhattan.
Can you take us to Manhattan? I've never been.
Well,
yes, I'm a Park Avenue, Madison Avenue.
Oh,
I love you.
Look at that.
Oh, God, the drumming.
That's why she didn't say anything. She just paused
Exactly.
I'm going to be the wrong tour guide for these guys.
Wrong one.
Yeah,
But I know people. We can get you in the ghetto. I know people.
Yeah, there it is.
The fact is that makes
She's going to drop us off in the ghetto.
No sense.
She'll drop us off in the ghetto. Bye.
Yeah, and you come in here beginning of the year. I'm going to be one of your tour. You have folks out here on the West Coast, but we're going to get a chance to spend a day or two with you while you're out here as well.
Absolutely. I hope to. Yeah, I'll be there January 5th through the 8th. So I'm in the building. What, the 6th, right? That's a Sunday.
Yep.
Okay, that's okay. Well, then you coming in then? You come in, and
Yeah,
then
I'm
we're
coming
gonna,
into the building.
Right. Then we're gonna see if you're an MC or a rapper.
No, I am
Ooh.
a singer.
Oh, she said singer.
singer.
There we
She said
go.
singer. She's a vocalist.
She clarified it for you.
She's a
All right,
vocalist.
all right,
Do we
all right.
know now?
Right. Make sure you listen to
Yes.
the show later
She's
on.
a
We
vocalist.
about to identify our next guest. But
Oh,
anyway, I know.
Did you produce those tracks on that EP?
On Destronaré,
Uh huh.
Yes.
they were Destronaré. The tracks were produced by myself and a guy named Rowdy Rosenberg.
Okay.
They're
hot.
Yeah, Rowdy Rosenberg.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah, and what are the songs on there? I'm trying to think. Yeah, Rowdy Rosenberg, yeah, and myself. We did all the tracks on the and Ecstasy. Ecstasy did Acelera. He's the one who did that huge hit that Dona Moja Dan Saco Duro, which was in Fast and Furious.
Mm-hmm.
So Ecstasy's part of that team. But yeah,
Oh.
that's us. Yeah,
I
we
love
got
that
some
song.
fire. Got some fire coming out right now that we just recorded. We just did in Cuba. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Nice.
Crazy.
That's cool.
And thanks for calling.
That's cool.
I appreciate all the love. Appreciate the drops. Appreciate the music. Appreciate the call.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
the
you,
info
thank you.
you're giving.
Look, the first girl
Thank
I
you.
ever fell in love with was Cuban.
Really?
I'm sorry.
I thought she was.
She
From,
said, "I'm
I
sorry."
thought she was from Inglewood because she was a darker Cuban, and we used to work together. She worked across the hall from me, and I was about to make my move. I walked over, and then she started speaking Spanish. I was like, "What the fuck? Fucked me up for life."
Oh.
I didn't know there were darker Cubans, darker Latin people.
Yeah.
It fucked me up. I was like, "Wow!" I was
Can
like
we get it?
18.
So I've heard that before. Cubans and Caribbean people in general, but Cuban, Puerto Ricans, and Dominicans. I mean, we're made up of European, Africans, and indigenous Indians from our country. So we have a saying in Cuban that if you're not, if you don't got from Congo, you're from Carabalí. So even if you look white on the outside, you're definitely black.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Yeah, that doesn't really matter.
sister
But yeah,
was-
most
She was a chocolate little sister, and I was just like, "Oh, she was the prettiest thing." But I just thought she was from Inglewood.
I have a Latin nickname.
What is it?
It's Colombio de Negro.
what?
I know what negro means. What?
Colombio de Negro.
Colombio.
Tila, what does that mean?
What? Colombio? What the hell is a Colombio?
The big black swing.
Stop listening to him.
Columbia.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Columpio.
First of all,
He's
it's
fucking up
it's
3 years of
Columbio.
Spanish.
I said
Thank you. There you go.
Columpio.
There you go. He's fucking up 2 years of
It's
Spanish.
It's Columpio.
Columpio.
It's
That's my nickname.
Oh my
Columpio.
Ill.
God, Columpio. Ali, I'll pray for you, Ali.
Please do. All I can say is ill. I only know. What do I know in
Okay.
Spanish? Como necesito.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
See, that's public school right there.
Necesito. Wait, no.
That's what I got for
Necesito
you,
el baño.
P.
I know that.
Okay.
Or Yo tengo hambre.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
When you come, make sure you bring some of them girls you had in the video. I have a
Oh my
place.
God.
Yeah, I have a place for all of them.
Oh my
There
God.
it is.
And tell
There
them,
it is.
and tell them I do not know how to play one piano key. It won't be no music
Yeah,
involved.
we'll be
I'm gonna let
we'll
them
be up
know.
front with that one.
I'm gonna listen. They're not gonna help you with anything.
I'm not gonna help you with nothing. Not a damn thing.
They're not gonna further your music career. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, won't you go ahead and leave your social media handle real quick before we get out of here?
All right, check this out. Listen, Tha Outhouse Radio. Thank you for having me. I'm in the building live. I'm January. I'm spinning on January 6th.
Yeah, you're gonna be coming here spinning too. Absolutely. We're gonna bring in the DJs and everything.
I'm gonna do a dance. I'm gonna do something. Please reach out to me. My social media is very easy at Cangri, which is the @ PLACANGRI. Before I go, woo woo, big up to Big Brother Charlie up in LA. Big up to Trina. Big up to everybody in LA that I'm gonna see on my trip out there January 5th. Ali, I got your back when I go out there. It's you and me against those two guys right there.
Thanks,
Hey,
girl.
I'm still waiting for my drop though. My DJ Cali drop.
Callie, I got you.
All right. She, you heard it here in the Outhouse. She said she got you.
Thanks, Pila.
Oh yeah, but yeah, Pila got to get her time from her, her time share, time thing together.
What?
Pila be calling me at 7:00 in New York time. It'd be 4:00 here.
You know you still up. You still out with these hoes.
Oh, there. Okay, bye. All right, Pila. That was supposed to be a secret.
Listen,
she's not
but
supposed to not be out with hoes. I am single,
that,
Pila. I can do that.
That's right. So since you are single, I can call you at 4 in the morning.
Exactly.
Right, yeah. Right. I've been reaching for the phone. I hope I grab the phone.
Listen, please make sure it's the phone. Yeah, I call people at all hours. I have no respect.
That's right. I feel you on that. If we're friends, you'll take my call anytime.
I will take your call anytime, for real.
Thank you. Yes,
and because we're music, you never know what I'm calling. If I'm calling, it's about something that's popping. It's always,
everyone your phone call has been popping. She's been, she texts how she talks too.
Really?
Send me that stuff now. I need it now. I'm like, damn. Right, I was like, these Latin women are so spicy, huh?
Spicy, yes.
But listen,
they are spicy.
But I'm a Latin woman with a degree. That's even worse.
Ooh, and you got sense? Oh, this phone call's got to end. Thanks, I appreciate you. Love you, sweetie.
Thanks, Pila.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for playing my mixes. I love you guys. I'll see you in January.
Love you. See you soon.
Got it. Yeah, there we go. Pila Gandhi.
Oh, that was so great.
Yeah.
I like her. I can't wait for her to come by.
Absolutely. Callie.
Yo.
Oh, your mic up? Oh,